Okay, so let me try to sojourn, and we'll figure out how this works narratively.
Okay.
All right. Now, my secret identity, I can't remember if it's currently at risk or not. Nope. Granting access to the +2 again because I face danger with the shadow. I played up how tough I am. I do the thing. It's not that they take your hits. I mean, okay.
If I score a hit on a secure an advantage, then you, instead of me, take the benefits of the move. So I would roll secure an advantage. If I was helping you before you were sojourning, I would roll to secure you an advantage, and then you would get the like +2 momentum and etc.
Yeah. Okay.
Which I don't think that we're going into this with Joa being like, let me help you sojourn, Nabake.
Right. You would roll first to help me, and
if
then
I was
would
aiding
roll
an ally.
with,
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. But you're not. I'm doing this alone. Okay.
Yeah, I think the thing is that
sense.
if you fail at sojourning, then it will affect my next roll. Because like
right, so it's not like Apocalypse World where someone can roll, then you aid or interfere or whatever afterwards. Yeah. Okay. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna sojourn alone, because that's how we do. Okay. That is heart. I do get a +2 because I'm pretending to be Sabian, which you would notice. I'm telling everybody that I'm Sabian and I'm a mercenary, and I'm like acting a little different.
Okay.
And yeah, okay. Let me.
Do you do anything to conceal your appearance in any way, or are you just going from one building to the next and giving a different name?
I mean, we're in the bar, so anytime I have to tell people, I like make sure of using my whole name and like, yeah. But I only ever introduce myself as Sabian to anybody in here. Okay, here we go. Let's see how it goes. Another weak hit. Just weak hits one after another. All right, so I got a weak hit.
So on a weak hit, you choose one.
Yeah. I really just want to get my spirit back up.
Okay.
So
that would be like recover. You can take +2 spirit.
I will take +2 spirit. Brings me up to +3. Yeah. All right. Weak hit, +2 spirit. Okay. And while I'm doing that, I assume you are actually progressing your
Yes, I would like to gather information.
Okay.
So when you search an area, ask questions, conduct an investigation, or follow a track, roll +wit. So like you're drinking and like, are you like going up to people and like yammering at them, or are you drinking alone?
I'm like sitting. I go and I grab a drink and I go and sit down at a random table with some sailors, and I'm just like, so sailors, huh? Is it true what I heard about sailors that out at sea that you know, find comfort in one another's? You guys make such a cute couple, right? And I'm just like being obnoxious and like, being that drunk at the bar who just like wanders up to people's tables and like starts conversations with them.
Oh, that's really obnoxious. Okay, so I think
right, like exactly. I just like come up to the table. I'm like, I'm looking for some good seamen. You guys got any seamen up in here? I'm just kidding with you. Have a good night. And I walk off.
Yeah, so I'm using your like boisterousness as like kind of cover to like whisper to the bartender and be like, do you know anything about
so maybe
people
I'm
are probably
aiding,
distracted.
Yeah, maybe I'm aiding an ally without intending to.
I think that's I mean, if you would like to roll secure an advantage, I would take it.
Yeah,
sure.
Totally. Yeah, accidentally. And this is the thing about director stance is that if I were trying to be immersed in my character, we would never do this. But I think that because we have this step back, we can see what's going on. That Nabake is just being obnoxious, but it's actually helpful when Joa needs to be sneaky. So, okay. So let me see.
So then whatever
that's true. You're maxed out on your spirit though, right?
I am.
Yeah, only one of you makes the move, but you can all make your own choices on a strong or weak hit. So I actually come over with a drink and I'm like, you can't be in the bar if you don't have a drink, and I give it to you. So if there is any of those things that would be beneficial to you, but you're like brand new, fresh out of the packaging.
I'm brand new, yeah.
Yeah,
so
you're in mint condition.
Is there anything about Sojourn that gives you more momentum?
There might be. Yeah, let's take a look. So
take +2 momentum. So I can do that.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
That's great. Okay, so +2 spirit, N, +2 momentum, J.
Yeah, so you and your allies may each choose 2 on a strong hit and 1 on a weak hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to inadvertently secure an advantage to do it, right? Because we're describing the character doing it, whether she intends to or knows she's doing it or not. And then if I succeed, and I'm doing this probably with heart, charm, loyalty, or courage, because I'm not being deceptive, you are. So I'm probably just going to blow it anyway.
Yes, I believe that's
I'm trying to be charming to get everyone's attention and get all these sailors to love me.
Right. That makes sense. And then when you secure an advantage and score a hit, they take the benefits. If you're in combat,
I'm gonna blow it.
You have initiative.
Ooh, I got a weak hit. All right. So you can take that +1 momentum.
Okay. So the secure an advantage on a weak hit, +1 momentum. Okay. Rad. I have 7 momentum now.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I'm doing is gathering information, and you're helping me out just by being boisterous and charming. I'm starting
to think that it's not that Nabeke is terrible. It's just that this game is very hard on your own. It's not her fault. Okay, so Joa, you are taking full advantage of this situation of me being obnoxious, and you're going to use that to gather information. What does it look like? Are you just eavesdropping on conversations? Are you actually engaging with people and talking?
I think there's like a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B, because she asks either the bartender or someone that is here that she's probably familiar with, that like is an information broker or can tell from like the way they're sitting, or like there's people around that deal in information, and Joa, being a similar type person, would like know of or know them.
Yeah.
And so she's asking about the boat specifically, like who owns it, like when it's supposed to come in. Yeah. And then some of it is going like sitting at a table like 1 seat away and just overhearing on purpose what other people are saying.
Hell yeah. Gather that information.
So
get it.
It's a wits roll. Yep. I don't modify it beforehand.
Yeah, you'll roll and then it'll flag. Again, I've said it 100 times before. The character sheets in this game, the Roll20 character sheets, godlike. So good. So you just roll and it'll warn you if you can spend your massive pile of momentum.
Okay. I was just looking my blade bound. I can add +1 if I'm gathering information by listening to the whispers of my blade, but I don't think that that's happening.
I think that's different. Yeah. This is listening to the whispers of some salty
strong
seaman.
Hit. I get a strong.
I invite you here to my house, and all you do is show me up.
So you discover something helpful and specific. The path you must follow or action you must take to make progress is made clear. Envision what you would learn and take +2 momentum.
Your momentum is so high. What do you have, +9?
9 momentum.
Eat shit.
So I think what happens is part of it is asking questions. Like I ask the bartender and I'm like, do you know anyone who would have information about a boat carrying medicine that's supposed to come in tonight?
Yeah.
And he probably points out like, oh, I might have heard something from like these people over here. And so then Joa goes to like Navake said, like hang out in the shadows and overhears.
Yeah, I think you're like the advantage you're getting here is I come over and like, knock over people's drinks and be like, we should arm wrestle. You don't look so tough. And then somebody else yells and I'm like, I got to go over here now. And then you slip in and are like, I'm sorry about her. And then you get to like play that, like, let me buy you a drink and like smooth things over. Yeah.
So with that, I learned that what time the boat's supposed to come in, probably who owns the boat, because I think that ship, we were familiar with the fact that this was going down, but not maybe who Maya was working with to obtain these drugs. So I think that's very valuable information. And probably with that, it's a little easier to like contact an ally, because if I were to go to the docks and be like, hey, random person, can you help me like get this stuff off this boat? And they were like, I own that boat, by the way. So no.
Yeah. Okay. So what is the next thing that we need to do? Like, is there somebody we could go and intimidate into like letting us on the boat, or like, because I think maybe we learn.
I think now we know what dock it's going to be at because we know who owns the boat.
Yeah.
We can contact or intimidate or like try and persuade someone to like be on hand to help us get the things off the boat. And then we have to figure out how to handle the people who
are you like assembling a crew while you're doing this? Are you like
yeah,
promising?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we have
That's
to
cool.
figure out who or like how many crew members are going to be on the boat and like what we're going to do to like take care of them.
Okay.
Because they won't just let us take their shit. So I think that's still like in question. But
yeah,
we know,
so maybe
like,
we learned that there are like armed guards on the boat, right? Because this is medicine, and we talked about how like healing is especially significant to everyone in the Ironlands because we came from a place where everyone died of a horrible sickness. So stealing medicine is a little bit blasphemous, but we're stealing it for a good reason. We're gonna try to Robin Hood this year. You are. I'm just stealing it because I like chaos and I want everyone to love me for being a dangerous badass. But yeah, we found out there's some armed guards on the boat. Which harbor it'll
which
be
dock
in.
it's gonna be
yeah,
at.
which dock it'll be at.
Because we know who owns the boat. That's information that I think that Joa probably keeps to herself.
And she got a bunch of salty boys to ready up to receive the cargo.
Yeah, now we just have to figure out how to get it.
Cool.
So yeah, I think that like time passes. We gather this information. Nabake is either slightly or intensely drunk.
I think she plays it up, right? She's like the kids in Shokugeki no Soma who are drinking rice juice, right? And they're all like, you know how teenagers are where they're like, I had like 2 coolers, so I'm so wasted, man. Right? Like, oh, I'm gonna barf. I'm actually fine.
It's like the placebo effect where the people around. Yeah.
She's less drunk than she's pretending to be, and the fact that she's pretending to be is making her act more drunk. But as soon as we get out of here, she's just gonna sober up, right? So at what point are you done? And like, what does it look like when you're like, okay, we're done here. You've got your. Actually, you know what? I think there might be another role because I think this is a lot for gather information.
Okay,
so
yeah, I think the role is to
why don't
get
you compel? Yeah, why don't you?
Yeah, the role is to get the people to help.
So you've insinuated enough to these sailors that. Oh, also, I think you know what? Gather information might not be advancement, but I think on this next one, this will be your first like tick on the thing.
Yeah, so this is trying to persuade the people who've given me the information or like other people in the same bar to be those ones who are there to like take the haul from us once we manage to get it.
Yeah, so this will be our handoff crew.
Okay.
It's so funny that despite the fact that we're playing Ironsworn, this feels like a 2-player game of Blades.
Right. Yeah.
Like, all right, let's make the engagement roll, which is cool because, you know, Cantor and Nabake are cut from similar cloth. All right, so this is a J roll. And I want more sushi.
I don't think I'm lying. And I don't think I'm threatening. So it's probably heart.
Yeah, you're making an offer. Okay, so compel with heart.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Go ahead. All right, here we go.
I can burn momentum and make it a strong
because
hit.
you're accumulating the shit out of that momentum. So
how do I burn momentum? I've never done this.
There's a burn button.
Where's that?
It's on the first page of the burn book. On your character sheet above momentum, it says burn.
Now I have 2.
Yeah, click on that.
I did.
Burn your momentum. Okay.
Wow, that took 7 momentum.
It just drops you down to +2. Yeah, it's not the cost.
Oh,
so
it just resets entirely.
So if you're at 5 and you spend it, it goes to 2. If you're at 3, it goes to 2. And you need more of it based on the dice that you rolled, but it always resets to the same number.
Okay.
Okay, so compel with heart. It was a miss, but momentum to strong hit.
Mm-hmm. So then
what are the
compel,
results?
They'll do what you want or share what they know. Take +1 momentum. So I get that now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then if you use that this exchange to gather information, make that move and add +1. No, we already gathered information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, so with this compel, what are you offering? We already know they agree, but what did you offer the sailors? Right? Is it a cut? Is it just like this is the right thing to do? Like. Because you succeeded. So whatever your argument was, it worked. What do you... And Nabake doesn't... She's not party to any of this.
I think it's like... It's interesting because like... Because I got a strong hit, I think I get to do it my way.
Yeah.
And...
they don't demand anything in exchange.
There's definitely a different situation where it would be like, okay, like I know I have to pay you. But I think what she does is she's just like... this is medicine. Like they're going to be like hoarding it for themselves. Like we're going to take it and give it to the people who need it. If you help us with this, we'll look favorably on you in the future. But you don't get anything out of it right now. And they're just like, that sounds like the right thing to do. So yeah, sure. We'll do it.
It's reminding me so much of Robin Hood, right? We got Joa, who's Robin Hood. And then Robin Hood had like a Friar Tuck and Maid Marian and Alan of the Dales. And that one drunk teenage girl that wouldn't leave him alone. That's me. I'm that. Maybe I'm misremembering Robin Hood, but okay, maybe. Cool. So you compel them. This is like totally outside of Nabake's experience. So it's good that she's not perceiving this, but the idea that you could compel people to do things because it's the right thing to do. And that they would be like, yeah, we can't allow this to happen. That medicine can go into somebody's warehouse. My mother's sick, right? Mm. Like we need to, that's so cool. Yeah.
Very much like yes. And like, it's probably what the merchant princes deal in is public knowledge, right? Mm-hmm. Like, that you'd, so I think Joe would be like, if you go to Solana after all this, they'll make sure your mother gets what she needs. Yeah. Cool. All right. So you've got, and I think this is actually progress on both your main goal, your big one for your character and your other one. Cause you're spreading your ideology, right? Yeah. So you can mark one. Did you pick epic or extreme? I picked epic because I think for those, like we haven't really said it. Joa's main like background vow that she's always working on is to live in a world where people get what they deserve. Both positive and negative.
Right. And so you're spreading that. You're like the weak deserve to be protected and the strong deserve to be robbed until they do what's right.
So I just make it like a little.
So it's epic. Dash. It's just one. It's just one little tick. And then for the dangerous one, that is 2, I think. Okay. That's 2, but 2 full ones, like 2 hashtag ones.
Oh, 2 hashtags.
Yeah, 2 entire full boxes.
Oh, shit. So like 8.
It would be 3 if it was the first one, and it's 2 on the second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Nabake, however, I mean, I guess like robbing the ship. No, because we didn't get any help robbing the ship. We got help distributing. Yeah. If we had hired these sailors to help us. Okay, cool.
I think that's the next thing.
I see how this is going to go. Joa's going to get what she wants and Nabake is not. And
maybe Nabake will learn something.
I'm trying so hard to make it so she doesn't, but hopefully someday she will. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's tavern time. We did that. Okay. You've arranged for some dudes to meet us and we know where the dock is. Mm. So what's the end of this scene? Are you like, we can go now? I'm done.
Yeah, I think there's like a shot where like you're far enough away, like from Nabake's perspective, where you're far enough away that you can see like 2 cloaked figures shaking hands or something.
Yeah, and in the background, I'm playing the world's most aggressive game of 9 Men's Morris with these sailors. And so I just like windmill slam a piece on the table and I get up and I'm like, that's right, sucker. I beat you again. I'm so good at this. I'm smart and I'm tough. And whatever fucking game this is, I'm the best at it. Suck my dick. Where's my friend?
And like, that's when I like come up behind you and I'm like, time to go. You should always leave on a win anyway.
My whole life is just one long win. So, yeah, sure. I follow you outside.
And then I like fill you in on the, like, we have people to help us, move the package, and I know where the ship will come in, but.
Well, so we got a gang now? Man, I had one of those once. It was me, Myrick. I killed them though. They're dead now. I had to prove a point. And that other guy that I had sex with, and that hot lady with all the weapons. Yeah, it was great. It used to be a big deal.
You killed all of them?
I didn't kill all of them. I just killed one. I gave another one a magic knife. So evens out, right?
Generally, if you want to have people keep working with you, not killing them is preferable, but
I will make a note of that. Where are we going?
And I give the like specific dock number. I don't know, dock 14A.
Yeah, I mean, I don't imagine there would be like numbers, but like, yeah, it wouldn't make any sense. But you're like, I know where to go. So we diagonal wipe probably to the harbor, the docks, right? And so we see all these ships and people coming and going. What time of day is it? Nighttime?
I think it's like sunset. Sunset to like twilight. because I think the ship will be coming in under cover of night.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So the ship's not here yet. There's an empty. So centered in the shot is this clearly like empty spot where the ship will be. Okay. So we walk up and you're like there, and you point it out, and I look at you and I'm like, you didn't tell me the ship was invisible.
It's not here yet.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah. So we what do we do? We're just gonna wait. Should we take a look around?
I think we should. I think we should take a look around at the warehouse and see how many people there are that might interfere with our stealing. Shrug. Like, I didn't want to say stealing, but like, it's stealing. So.
Yeah. She, I nod. Uh-huh.
I have an idea of how many men and guards there will be on the ship, but as for the warehouse.
Yeah. And so I crack my knuckles dramatically. I'm like, all right, you got the last one. I got this one. And I'm going to go scope it out. I'm going to go check out the scene.
Okay.
Okay. So down at the docks, I decided to take a look around and see if there are any weaknesses to exploit. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And then I think, do you wanna help me? Do you wanna do that?
Yeah. This would be the aid an ally situation.
Yeah. So I think you secure.
I
an
definitely
advantage.
I definitely want you to succeed.
Yeah. So what are you doing? So what I'm gonna do is, I treat this like, because again, I'm not an urban environment kind of person. So I treat this like a dangerous place I'm going into. And I'm used to exploring like cursed woods and like caverns and like fighting supernatural foes and stuff. Totally out of my element. So I'm treating this like that kind of situation. So I'm looking for danger. Basically, I'm prowling the area, looking for people who might try to screw us over, hidden guards. Right, people that are waiting that might know that the ship is in danger, because we know the ship has guards on it, but I'm checking out the docks to see if there's anybody here waiting already.
Okay, so I think that I'm securing an advantage for you with expertise, insight, or observation. So I'm like, I'm staying back, whereas like you're kind of going in, and
I'm gathering information, but you're going to process it for me.
Well, yeah, and I have to do the secure an advantage. So I think with wits is what makes sense.
Yeah, seems good.
So I will roll with wits, and we'll see what happens. Oh, fragadack.
Oh, welcome to the club.
That's a whole miss.
Okay.
That's my first miss. I'm so excited. So on a miss, you fail or your assumptions betray you. Pay the price. So is that like, what's pay the price?
So
that's an oracle?
Pay the price. Yeah, it can be an oracle. I usually treat pay the price as a thing I just say. Again, it comes from GMing a lot of Apocalypse World and Dungeon World, where I'm just like, oh, the GM makes a move. So what GM move would you like to play against yourself? Think about it. You can also roll to pay the price. I'm still on my own. I'm still out there trying to I have no help from you.
Right. I think that what happens is, because Joa is kind of like staying back from the warehouse and scoping it out, I think what happens, like, she's not doing it, like if she would have rolled with shadow, maybe she would have been better, but she's not doing it subtly enough. And so someone sees her and is like, this person's scoping the place.
Sees me or you?
Sees me.
Okay.
Because like I was the one that rolled and I was the one that missed.
And ostensibly,
you don't take a miss. If I miss, that's not on you.
No. So you're separated from me. How about Maya? Maya has some Maya operates several like shell companies. So this person probably doesn't know they work for Maya, but maybe Maya has some goons. Yeah. And so, one or both of you can pay the price. But the idea here is that we're separated. I like the idea of you getting in danger and then me having to come rescue you, unless I also get in the same danger.
That's great. Yeah. I think that the thing is that we're separated. Like, you're going in and I'm like scoping it out, and someone, like some of Maya's goons, see a person who's obviously scoping the joint, know that like a ship is going to be coming in.
Why are you watching an empty berth? Right.
Yeah, exactly. So
also an empty berth is the name of my new heavy metal album. Okay, let me roll to gather information and inevitably fail. I got my wits. Hey, I got a strong hit. I'm doing great.
You're doing excellent.
Okay, so for me on a strong hit, I get +2 momentum. you're distracting the bad guys. I'm gonna add this as a hit on my vow as well because I'm actually doing it. So okay.
Yeah, you discover something helpful and specific.
Gather information, strong hit, and how much momentum? I got +2.
+2.
All right. So while I'm down doing the groundwork, like walking around looking at the docks,
there's the shot from from afar where you see like 2 different people or maybe 3 like closing in on Joa as she's like strolling down the docks.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing I realize, the thing I learn is I'm walking around and I notice that some of these ships, especially ships that carry like light cargo, they fill their ballast with water, right? So the ships have like spots on the hull they can open to let water in to sink them down a little bit more in the river, so that they don't tip over. And so I see that and I'm like, you know who could swim into one of those? My ass. So yeah, I think that's the plan that I formulate where like, I'm going to swim into the boat from underneath and then sneak up because they're going to expect us to sneak down. And Namake thinks this is a great plan.
It's a great plan.
And then I turn around because I'm so proud of how smart I am and I want to tell you. So I'm like, what the hell? And so meanwhile, what's going on? What do we see when we cut back to Joa?
Yeah, Joa is doing she thinks it's not obvious, but it's super obvious scoping the joint. And I think it's probably 3 because I feel like Joa feels that she could take 2 like dock goons in a fight. So it's probably 3 and she's feeling a little overwhelmed by it. People like come up from like all various different directions. So obviously they've, made her and like planned and like have this like a circle around her, and one of them I'm thinking just like classic goon, like muscled up,
right.
like they've got the like just the sailor tats like up and down their arms, like shaved head, and they come forward and be like, "You're not supposed to be here."
Yeah, that's right. You're not supposed to be here.
I was just going for a walk. And she does the like, I'm trying to exit this situation. I'm definitely innocent.
They've kind of got you like I think there's like a wall behind you, and the 3 of them, they're not like arm on the wall like you can't go anywhere, but they're indicating like you need to tell us what you're really doing, and they've kind of like circled around you, and I think they have dock goon like weapons, right? Like they're also in disguise because they're mercenaries, but the weapons they have are like, bill hooks and like the club used to kill fish when you drag them on board. So they have like clubs and hooks.
Looking thing,
yeah. So the 3 of them are kind of menacing you. And what they want is for you to like own up, right? Do you want to try to compel them to back down first? Or what would Joa do? Do you just kill one? Like, what does this look like?
I think that she's going to try and lie to them and be like, I was just taking a walk on the wrong side of town.
Yeah, shadow.
Definitely not doing anything untoward. I'm going to leave now. See you later.
So shadow compel. Look at you with your restraint. There's no way I would have done anything except stab them all in their face. Very nice.
Is that compel or face danger?
There's a social aspect, so it feels like compel.
Okay. I'm attempting to persuade them with shadow that I'm not doing anything bad. Yeah. What are you talking about? I'm just here on a midnight a twilight stroll. Everything is fine. And I get another miss.
Okay.
Everything is not fine.
Can I be the thing that makes the situation worse, please?
Sure. They refuse or make a demand which costs you greatly. Pay the price.
Instead, I stab one of them because I see you're in trouble and I'm fast. So you don't see me coming, right? You're talking to these 3 guys, and I probably, right before I kill them, right, I sneak up behind them and I'm just like, get away from her, you fucker. And I stab him as hard as I can in the back. Just spear right into the back.
Well, that's not happening.
Yeah, let's have a fight.
Okay.
So yeah, I see you and I'm like, oh shit, knife lady's in danger. And I run over to save you. And and I'm just like, I stab him in the back. So we need to enter the fray, I believe is the move here.
When you enter into combat, set the rank of each of your foes. Okay. Troublesome, dangerous, formidable, etc.
So there are 3 of them. So there are 3 different guys. Now we could cluster them. We could do like 2 guys as 1 dangerous foe and 1 troublesome foe, or we could do 3 troublesome foes.
I feel like none of these are like the leader of the pack in terms of like they're all just on patrol. So probably 3 troublesome.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to I'll mark goon. You know what? For the ease of it, I'll track all 3 goons on my sheet.
Okay.
All right. So they're all troublesome goons. Great. Good. That's right. Nabake to the rescue. I'm going to save you.
Okay. So 3 progress per harm inflicts 1 harm.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, where's the fighting? Here we go.
Yeah.
You're tracking all of the foes.
Yep, I got them.
And roll to see who's initially in control. So that's the rolling enter the fray, and you're the one like starting.
I'm entering the fray here because I started the fight. It wasn't going to be a fight until I made it one.
So you're striking without warning. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I think so. This is a shitty surprise attack, right? And I've got a cool stab move that I can use. I could probably down a guy in 1 hit if I can get a strong hit, but...
All right.
Okay, so first, though, enter the fray, then determine who's in control. I am moving into a position against an unaware foe, striking without warning, so I'm going to roll with Shadow.
Okay.
For enter the fray. I don't have any other bonuses, so let's get that fight going. Okay, So I get a weak hit.
Either bolster your position and you take +2 momentum, or prepare to act and take initiative.
Take initiative.
Right.
If you are going to join me in this fight and not just let me fight these guys alone, you also can. You can also enter the fray.
Okay, so we do it separately?
So I was waiting until mine. So I
lunge
in with my spear.
Your own move. Okay.
And then now you can enter. You can also enter the fray.
I think I'm going to. I think I've been ambushed. So I roll plus wits.
Right. See how quickly you can respond to my inanity.
So enter the fray with wits. I get a miss again.
No. Now hold on. Don't you have a bonus for enter the fray? Doesn't one of your moves give you a when you enter the fray?
Let me look. When you're in a position to strike at an unsuspecting foe.
Okay. All right.
When you make a move to breach, traverse, or hide within an area held by an enemy force. So
all right. Joa's in trouble. And
there was a potential enter the fray with my blade bound, but I didn't take it.
Joe's in trouble. Time for Nabake to prove her mettle with a stab to the back. Okay, so
combat begins with me at a disadvantage. My foe has initiative.
Right. So whoever you're fighting,
I think what happens is you stab at one of them, and another one of them comes up and like grabs me and puts a knife at my neck.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fight, not a hostage situation. So I think that 2 of them fight me and 1 of them turns to fight you. And then hopefully you can kill him and then come help me with the other 2 that I'm fighting. I'll fight 2 at once for now, and then we'll go from there.
So what's the pay the price here then? Because it feels like
you don't have the initiative, right? Like
that's what the price is on this? Okay.
Yes, because it's a fight, right? Like if it was a single roll, it might be other things. But the price here is you're off balance. You're not ready for a fight.
Okay.
Things are going to be bad. Okay, so let me just record these. So enter the fray. I got a weak hit, and I'm going to take initiative. And then you got,
a miss.
Yeah, you got a miss. Okay. Chrome. Okay.
Yeah, I think I both pay the price and they have initiative.
Yeah, I mean, the problem here is that it's like we're mixing narrative and mechanical stuff, and fights get slightly more mechanical. So like I guess if you want to get stabbed, but it didn't feel like you weren't in a position to get stabbed necessarily, right?
Well, pay the price is in italics, so I feel like that's 2 moves. They have initiative and I pay the price. Yes. So I think that the paying the price is like, if I look at what pay the price is on the Oracle, what options are, is you're separated from something or someone. It's harmful, it's stressful, etc.
Yeah, you could take stress, right? If this was a fight that happened when you didn't expect it. That makes sense. Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So where is stress tracked?
Yeah, I don't think they're ready for a fight either, which is why I'm not into suddenly a knife to the throat. That implies they were ready for a fight. Nobody was except me.
Except
So
for you. Okay,
you're
so
not
where would
ready
I
for a
mark
fight.
stress?
Yeah. So what you do is you take one stress. So move your
Wait.
stress down one
I don't know where it is.
on the first page of your character sheet.
I have health.
Spirit. It's spirit.
Oh, it's spirit.
Stress is harm damages health. Stress damages spirit.
Okay.
So you go down to 4. Then you make a move, and the move is endure stress.
So I just click on spirit?
No,
or
make the move.
Okay, there's a move that is endure stress.
Yeah.
Okay. Suffer negative spirit equal to your foe's rank or as appropriate to the situation.
It was 1.
Okay.
Then roll plus spirit.
Strong hit.
Okay, so you can shake it off. If you want to suffer another momentum to recover that spirit, suffer momentum, cover the spirit, that's fine. Or embrace the darkness.
I'm going to embrace the darkness and take momentum.
Okay. Cool. All right. So I have initiative, which means I can in battle I can have initiative, attack in close quarters. Where's the one? Attack at range. Yeah, okay. So this is how I do fights. I think instead of stabbing him, I just throw the spear at his back.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm just like, get away from her. And I hurl my spear like a bolt of lightning. But let me check with my assets, because when you strike in close combat, oh no, yeah, I'm gonna strike. So yeah, I'll use a worse stat, but I get a +1 and 2 extra harm.
Sick, do it.
Okay, so yeah, I just like scream like probably my own name, because that's my battle cry. I'm like hot pie. So I'm just like, and I jam the spear into the guy's back. So I'm gonna make a roll plus iron, which is not great, but I do get a +1. So iron, +1 because I got a spear. Come on. Fuck yeah. I probably murdered this guy in one hit. So normally I inflict 2 for my weapon, and then I inflict. Oh, and what's cool, Joa, is that because you got a strong hit, you actually also get initiative. So you're startled, you take stress, but because you got a strong hit, that gives you initiative. Any move in combat.
Is that true?
It's also for helping us end the fight too.
I feel like
it is the end the fight bit. So theoretically we could try to end the fight now, but
no, because I lost initiative with the enter the fray. Paying the price was enduring stress, and then by enduring stress, I just took a momentum, but I don't think that gives me the initiative back.
Yeah. Well, let me deal with this guy first. It's interesting because some of them say that you have initiative, but oh yeah, weak hit, you lose initiative. Strong hit means initiative. Okay. All right. Cool. So let me deal with this first. So I deal 2 damage. I deal another damage for a strong hit and retain initiative, and I do another 2 damage for my striking in close combat, +2 harm on a hit. So that's 5 damage to one of these goons, which on my progress, goon 1 takes, and each harm, no, he's maxed out. There's no way, because it's like each one does 3. So I deal him, Jesus Christ, so much harm. He's toast. So he's full, but he's not out of the fight yet, right? So I lunge in with a spear. You see the spear burst through his chest. You get splattered with blood. And I wonder if we could just try to end this.
Where is this? Where is chat seeing the any strong hit gives you initiative? Because it says a strong hit on clash gives you initiative, and a strong hit on strike has different things, but I don't see anything on
I'm wondering about that too, because you do need any kind of strong hit.
It's not a strike.
Allows you to end the fight, but I think initiative you have to earn. Yeah. I think chat's wrong on that one. Unless there's a page we can get a reference to, but I definitely I can't find that anywhere either.
Yeah, on the, it says on the end of the fight, it says when you make a move to take decisive action and score a strong hit, you can resolve the fight. But there's it says clash and turn the tide and strike.
I'm gonna immediately try to end. Okay, so clarifications on Reddit and rules from another game, playtest version of a game. We're not using them, so we're just gonna play it as the book says for now, and then I can look into it later. Anyway, I'm gonna try to end the fight with this goon. I'm gonna try to kill this goon. So awesome. Oh my god, I got a 10 and double on the success. So okay, let me. I'm
Amazing.
running back on my note here. So okay, all right. So Nabake starts the fight real strong. Strike with iron. Strong hit. And then I also end the fight, and that is a strong hit with opportunity. I'm not picky. The other two could run off if you want, or we could keep fighting them. What do you think?
I mean, I think when like one hit, they like the guy just falls to the ground. I think it makes sense that they would like be like, oh fuck, and ditch. But I think they would probably go to like tell someone.
So it's
Like, I don't think
the thing is it's an opportunity though. So
so. It's an opportunity for you, Nabake, like when they leave or when you end the fight. Like, I'm sorry, I don't like.
it's okay. It's a critical hit. So something extra that is really good happens. Which I think we can get out of this scot free. Like I think if we use that opportunity, they'll run off.
Okay, so you think the opportunity, the fact that it's a critical hit, means that they're not going to go straight to their boss, but otherwise they might have.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they just like don't. Like I think we just get out of this situation. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm just
So
checking.
it says
Okay, so I'm
moves.
double checking initiative. Okay, yeah. When you score a strong hit, you take or retain initiative. I didn't realize and then any weak hit or miss takes it away. Yeah. So yeah, what would have happened there is you lost initiative for Enter the Fray. You suffered stress, but you got a strong hit, which gave you initiative back before you had a chance to, before anything else happened. So that's
That's
actually
so
pretty
weird
good.
because like
Yeah.
one thing happened in response to another, but then it like negated.
In that order, it's like you only lost initiative for a second, and being shocked pulled you back into the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, what would Joa do here? Would you use? So I stab the guy in the back. I yank my spear out. He falls down dead. I'm covered in like blood. I got blood splatter on me. I turn to the other two.
I think I would use the opportunity to just be like, they're gonna talk, so they need to die.
Yeah. So you attack them. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's great. I think giving you that opportunity is fine. Yeah. Totally. Okay.
So then would like you have given me the opportunity to make a strike, or
You have initiative anyway, so do it.
I think that what your opportunity gives me is like they turn and I'm able to strike at an unsuspecting foe.
Yeah. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Because they're getting ambushed from both sides, right? Because they're like, oh no, we're being ambushed. They turn around and you're like, yeah, I'm still here. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So that's the opportunity. Yeah. It basically gives you a chance to make a hide roll and then do the thing, but you don't have to hide from them. Okay.
Okay. So I draw my dagger from the sheath and I'm going to take +2 to the roll and add momentum to the hit. If I on a hit, I will add momentum. Okay. Nice. So I strike. Strike.
Yeah, combat is definitely the most complex interaction of rules, and we're adding another player, so it's like all these other layered interactions. But I think we're clear now.
On a weak hit, I inflict my harm and lose initiative, but I get 1 momentum because I did get a hit. And then how do I know how much damage I do?
So you always do 2 if you have a weapon. It's 1 unarmed, 2 with a weapon.
Okay. So for the weak, I inflict my harm, I inflict 2 harm, but then I lose initiative.
Yeah, and since you didn't get a strong hit, you can't try to kill this guy. All right, so strike.
Yeah, so I think that like they turn to run, and Joa, like you see the like very quick progression of like we could let them go or we could not let them go. What would not letting them go do? What would letting them go do? And then she like probably like knocks the knees out from one of the guys and like goes to stab at his side but doesn't get an artery or
it's a pretty big hit. How much damage do you deal? 2 or 3?
2. You
don't deal extra because of any of your assets? It's just momentum.
The Kinblade only gives me the plus on gathering information.
I I was just thinking about your sneak attack move. It just gives you momentum.
I took the +2 to hit and take +1 momentum on a hit. I didn't take the inflict +2 harm. So you get to choose when you're in the position to strike whether to make the hitting easier. And I rightly chose to make hitting easier because I rolled a 1.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So you deal 2 harm and take 2 momentum.
Took 1 momentum.
1 momentum. Okay. All right. So now you have a choice. Well, you lose initiative so that you stab the guy. Now they realize it's actually a fight and all this stuff happens. So Goon 2, who is attacking you, takes he's troublesome. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes of progress. So you're in a pretty good place to finish him off if you get another strong hit on anything. And then Goon 3 is uninjured and so like pulls out the hook and turns to me. So now it's just 2 on 2, right? Fair odds. And you've already weakened yours. So I still have initiative. So I'm gonna try to stab this other guy. And then when you don't have initiative, you have to do like other shit to get it back, right?
Yeah, I think I have to clash.
Would you like to clash now? Do you want to just follow up with that? So you stab the guy in the side, he turns and swings at you with the cudgel.
Okay. When your foe has initiative and you fight with them in close quarters, roll plus iron. So clash plus iron because it's not a volley. So I don't have a modifier here at all. I get another weak hit.
Okay. You're stuck in the Nabake spiral. You're going to deal tons of damage, but you're never going to get out of the fight.
Yeah. I get to inflict my harm, though, which is another 2 harm, but then I pay the price.
Yes, and I think he hurts you too, right? So
it just says on a weak hit, inflict your harm.
Yeah, but that's what I mean is that pay the price here, obviously, is
I get harm.
Cudgeled. Okay, so let's start there. So how much harm do you deal?
2.
Okay, so 2 harm, pay the price. So now you're gonna make 1 more move.
And that's endure harm.
Yeah, endure harm. So take a hit. I think these guys are the dangerous is like 1.
So do I have to adjust my health first?
Yes. Yeah. You bump your health down by 1 and then 1. Yeah.
And then I would endure harm. Okay. When you face physical damage, suffer minus health equal to your foe's rank.
These are the worst dudes. So
health, and another weak hit.
Okay. So I think you just press on.
So I just press on.
All right. So the 2 of you are scrapping. You stab him in the side. He turns around and grabs the club and smacks you with it. And you manage to cut him, and the 2 of you are scrapping. I'm gonna try to alpha strike this other dude so I can help you. So I am going to probably do the same. I have initiative, so I'm gonna strike and I struck. No, my spear is stuck in the dead guy. So I need to face danger to get my spear back. So that's so funny. I stab the guy. He topples over and dies. You're in the middle of the fight. You look past the guy you're fighting to me. And I'm like, I'm fucking trying. It's stuck in his rib cage. And I'm like yanking at my spear. I'm like, this happens all the time. It's fine. It's fine. I've got it. Shut up. Stop looking at me. Fight him. And I try to yank it free. So hopefully I don't lose initiative doing this. Let's go ahead and face danger with iron. I'm good. I'm a one-hit wonder. I'm really good at taking people out on the first hit, but I'm terrible at the follow-up. Here we go. Somewhere there's a disapproving mammoth shaking his head at what a moron I am.
Good.
Okay. Face danger. Avec. Iron. Okay, it's a weak hit, so I succeed, but face a troublesome cost. I think I'm just going to take -1 momentum.
Okay.
Right? Face danger. Okay, so I get my spear back. Now...
We both don't have initiative.
Now, do I lose initiative or no? Right? I guess it does say, when you score a weak hit or miss, you lose initiative. Combat moves usually specify, but if you're making a move that isn't specified as a combat move, there it is. Okay, so yes, I do lose initiative.
Combat.
Yeah. I get a spear, lose initiative, and that's a weak hit. Okay, so now I have my spear. The guy I'm fighting has his hook. You're scrapping with club guy. Do you want to try to take another swing at him? You want to fight with him some more?
So I still don't have initiative, so it would be a clash again.
Yeah. Unless there's something else you want to do. Like, do you want to try to like circle around him? Do you want to how does Joa fight? This is our first time seeing it. We know that Nabake fights like a cannon with one round in it, but what does Joa fight like?
What would
she
had kind of she had scooped his knees to kind of like knock him to the ground and gone for the like fatal maybe like femoral artery stab, but she missed, and so he's bleeding and he's damaged, but he's not out. And he has a cudgel, which is like a good like close range weapon. And so he's just like beating on her like sides, back, ribs, just like trying to get her out of the game.
I know that in Dungeons and Dragons, a club only does like 1d4 damage, but if you've ever had somebody hit you with a club, it hurts so much.
And Joa and him are both grunting, and like she's like gritting her teeth and like trying not to cry out as like, ribs are being cracked and etc.
I'm looking past you, and all Nabake is thinking is like, this is why you put the knife on the end of a stick, because then they can't club you.
And I think that she's gonna attempt to maybe gain leverage, so maybe secure an advantage. And I think the advantage I want to do is like situationally, I want to like kind of like chokehold him or like pull his head back and his hair back, or like get on his back. So like, and have, she wants to get on his back. She wants to get on his back and like have her legs around his arms so he can't like cudgel her anymore.
Oh, I like your,
and that would open up a place for her to like stab him in the neck or something.
Yeah, I like that you're like on him fighting, like climbing she's, like, on him and like
wrapping her body around him, trying to like use like.
Oh, that's so cool. Anything. Okay.
So I think
fight like a spider.
I think that is probably gonna be speed, agility, or precision.
Yeah, probably. Sure. Yeah, so agility, right? Yeah. So you're going to clash.
No, this is secure an advantage.
Oh, you want to secure an advantage first. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm trying to like secure an advantage by like manipulating our physical situations.
Sure. Okay, secure an advantage with edge.
I don't know if there's any. I don't have a lot.
It's really funny while we're talking about this, how many people in chat have stories about getting hit with clubs and bats and expanding batons and cricket bats. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll see how this goes. I don't think I have any. I'm gonna burn momentum and turn that into a weak hit.
Okay, good call. All right, so miss, and then burn for a weak hit.
So I will take +1 momentum, and successfully like secure this advantage. It's short-lived, but I think that's all I need. So then with the advantage. Then I'm still doing clash though, right?
Because you don't have initiative. So what you're doing here is like faking them out, right? Just like moving around quickly and like trying to disorient him. So he's swinging it where you were instead of where you are, because you're always a step ahead of him. And that's to set up that he'll turn and maybe face into the knife.
Okay. So now it's still clash, rolling plus iron, blue. And we'll see, I suppose.
Yep.
No modifier. A weak hit. So I inflict my harm. And I think that is that all he can take? I think he dies. I take harm.
No, but he doesn't. This is the thing, is that he doesn't die even if his track is maxed out. You have to be able to get a strong hit, and then that'll allow you to make the sort of finisher move.
Okay.
So how much harm? 2 harm?
2 harm. And then it makes sense that I would pay the price would be health again. I
don't know. Do you have to pay the price?
I think yes, you do.
Okay. Then yes, probably.
I think, you inflict your harm, but then pay the price. Your foe
has not as slippery as you think.
Yeah. And I think the thing is that, it's probably the harm. I could see a place where it would be like stressful, but I don't think that that's come to the point yet. Like she's still like scrapping and not like afraid she's going to lose yet. So then I would just do the endure harm move again.
Sounds good.
Ooh.
So you take
opportunity.
Hey, nice.
Fuck yes.
Okay, so it's a strong hit. Now you can finish the fight. with this guy, right? If you want to kill him. And you almost have like, I don't think you can fail at this. So
Okay,
let's talk about how this works.
Give me the pain and take one momentum.
Give me a quick
that.
second. Okay, so you endure harm, right? 1 harm. You get a strong hit with an opportunity.
Okay.
And you get what, +1 momentum?
I did take +1 momentum, and then I can end the fight.
And then you can end the fight. I'll roll for you because I've got him on my list here. Nice.
Okay.
A strong hit. There you go. So he's toast.
I think it takes a little bit longer than she anticipated it was, and he gets a few more hits in, but she's finally able to like wriggle to the point where her legs are wrapped around him and like locked at the ankle, so he can't move his arms and like whack at her anymore. And like then she just like takes the knife and like cuts his throat, and it's just like blood everywhere, and then like jumps back off of his body as it falls to the ground.
Hell yeah. All right, 2 down, 1 to go. So meanwhile, Nabake now has the spear back, but does not have initiative. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to hold him at bay because he's got a hook, right? So he's like circling around me and I'm like, fuck you, stay away from me. And I'm poking at him and I'm trying to get initiative back. So I'm going to face danger with edge. So let's do that. And you turn, you see me dancing with this guy and I'm trying to prove a point to you while I'm fighting where I'm like, look, stick good, keep bad men far away. So I will face danger with my edge. Okay. Come on, strong hit. Let's go. Oh, no. Oh, God, I rolled so bad. Okay. So on a miss, you fail or your progress is undermined. I think he slaps the stick out of the way. I'm like, oh no, like I didn't expect that. Now he's in my face and he lunges for me and swings the hook and gouges me in the chest with it. So I'm gonna also take a hit here. So let's endure harm. I do it with my health.
Okay.
Okay. All right, a weak hit. So I press on. Okay, so face danger with edge, miss. And then he stabs me and I go from like, look, see, this is how you do it to like, oh God, help.
So I have initiative, so I can take an action because I had a strong hit before.
It's not about taking actions. It's about what actions you can take. So yes, you can strike now.
Okay. So I think that like with him having you at a disadvantage and like you're enduring harm from him, it would make sense that he's like unsuspecting for me, maybe. Hey?
I feel like we'd have to get an opportunity for that. Like I think he knows you're there. You just killed one of his dudes.
So I'll just do strike then. And when you have initiative and attack in close quarters. So yeah, what she's gonna do is she was a little bit back from you, Joa was, and she has her knife out and there's blood all over, like mostly her like shins and ankles at this point, because like she cut his throat while she was like wrapped around him. And she just kind of like takes a run up and like goes to jump on this guy. And it's just like frantically like stabbing as she does it. We'll see like what happens.
Yeah. Launch yourself at the dude. Yeah. And then as chat pointed out, like securing an advantage is this game's equivalent of I take a second and I like slink into the shadows and then I lunge out to attack, but there's no real opportunity for that. All right, strike this dweeb.
Okay. Aha!
Shit, yes.
Another fucking opportunity.
Strike, strong hit. I think you can just finish the fight now, right? So strike, I will. Strong hit. You deal.
I inflict +1 harm, so it would be 3.
Okay, which is like 9 boxes. Yeah, do you want to just try to finish them?
Yeah, I will do that. End the fight.
Okay.
I scored a strong hit. And I attempt to just end the fight. So let's roll.
I'll do it because I've got the progress bar here.
Right. Okay.
I got to roll off of his hit points. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So weak hit on end the fight.
It's worse than you thought. Endure harm. You're overcome under stress. Your victory is short-lived. You suffer collateral damage. You'll pay for it. Others won't forget.
I mean, we killed everybody, so.
I think it's just like she probably takes a bit of damage. She endures some harm because he's got a hook and it probably catches her in like the leg or the arm or the side when
Oh, like
she's like
as he's going down, it like tears your shoulder and he falls onto his back. Okay, cool.
But he's down as well. Like she's just like stab, 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 stab.
Yeah.
And so then I would endure harm again.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just checking how many misses I've had because I'm tracking them as a longer
thing.
Okay, I had one.
And I get a strong hit. I'm going to suffer a -1 momentum in exchange for +1 health.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Okay, so we hit, and then you endure harm.
Mm-hmm.
Strong hit, and it's -1 momentum.
+1 health.
Cool. All right. So the moment passes, right? And they're all dead on the ground. There's blood everywhere. And I got my spear.
That Joa immediately gets to work and is like dragging these bodies into an alley and like looking around to be like, has anyone seen us?
Yeah. And I'm like, what are you doing? Wait, just leave them. We got people for that. You don't have to.
If we leave these bodies here, the rest of our night will go poorly.
Why? We killed them. Problem solved. They were going to run off and tell somebody. We prevented that. Just leave them here. It'll be a good sign. We could just let everybody know not to fuck with us. This is what happens.
The same person who they were going to run off and tell will be warned if their 3 bodies are left on the docks.
The bodies can't talk. How are they going to find out?
They'll know someone's here. It's just for the night.
Listen, people get killed all the time for no reason at all. So, a couple of corpses, totally normal.
I'm looking around for something heavy to like tuck into their boots or their pants and then like pushing them off of the docks so that they just like
so as you're looking around, I'm like, everyone's gonna see you throw them in the docks. Look, that guy watched us kill those guys. Hey, yeah, we did this. Yeah, don't tell anybody or I'll kill you too. See, easy as that. You want people to be scared of you. Come on. I say we leave them. I mean, listen, I'm meeting you halfway here. My normal plan would be to write, look at that wall, totally blank. Look at all that blood. I would write, Sabine was here in blood on the wall so everybody would know.
You can't be serious.
I can.
Subtlety has nothing to do with your name, middle or otherwise.
I shrug. Don't blame me. Blame my parents. They named me.
Did they name you Sabine or Nabake?
That's none of your business.
And I continue like pushing these bodies into the river. I'm just like, I'm not listening to you. Getting rid of the evidence.
Okay. All right. So while you do that, I am definitely making a show of like wiping off my spear and like flexing for anybody who's looking, being like, yeah, I did this shit. Because I want everybody to know that it was me. I want it to get back to them. So
yes, of course. That's your goal. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to absorb all of the heat. So you can definitely take advantage of that and avoid it. But
I would like to avoid the heat. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe
I operate from the shadows.
Maybe this is a face danger role for you that you don't get caught up in it.
So yeah, with probably with Shadow, I'm just trying to be like, you see Nabake, sure, but like, I'm not.
I want the story to be that time. It works for me because I want the story to be that time that those 3 goons got killed by Nabake and nobody else.
Okay.
And I imagine you also want that.
So I will face danger with Shadow, and I miss.
Everybody knows it was you too.
Oh, fuck. And worse, everyone knows that I'm working with you.
It's perfect. If everybody says we're friends, then we're friends.
Oh God.
All right, good. So you
I'm trying to be subtle and get rid of these bodies, and you're literally like yelling at me.
You waste all this time dragging those bodies into an alley. And when you're finally done, I'm like, you feel better?
Let's just get this over with.
All right. So
did you find anything?
I did. Yes, I have a secret way in. See that boat over there? Point it up at. it has these things underneath that they open up and then water goes in and the boat sinks down. And I don't understand sailing or whatever, but it's a hole in the boat and I can hold my breath for a really long time. I tried. You want to see? Yeah, so you get the gist. I can swim underneath into one of those holes and it can infiltrate from the inside. And you can do your weird shadow spider monkey thing from up top and we can meet in the hold. And then we can make sure there's nobody stopping us. And then we can hand off all these boxes to your new sailor friends. Bing, bang, boom, problem solved.
That actually sounds like it might work.
I'm sorry, what was that? What did you just say? That you love my plan and that I'm really smart and you're so glad that you met me? Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad I met you too, champ.
My name's not Champ.
I know, it's a nickname like Knifey or Monkey Lady.
I don't have nicknames.
You do now, champ. And I give you a punch in the arm.
Ow.
Ah, that didn't hurt. Come on.
Okay.
So I guess we wait until the ship shows up.
Yeah, we gotta find like a cool sniper's nest to hide out in, and like wait because otherwise people are gonna be like, "Hey, didn't you just kill some people down by the docks over there?"
Yeah. Okay. So if you suggest like, "Hey, let's get out of this area for a minute."
Yeah. So I think that's making preparations. That'd be secure an advantage.
Yeah. Sure.
And I think that yeah. Gather information. We've already kind of done that.
Oh,
okay.
I need to mark on session 12 what happened. That was a lot of rolls all at once. Okay,
sorry.
Let me summarize. All right, so some goons were threatening my new best friend, and I thought, what better way to ensure someone loves you than to murder for them, which I totally did. And I guess she kind of helped. And it was great. We showed those goons who is the boss. It is us. We are the boss. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you want to secure us an advantage, which is to say somewhere to hide out until the ship arrives?
Yeah. Do you want to like, I guess securing an advantage is like the same thing you would do with aid. So it doesn't really.
You can't secure advantage on a secure advantage.
On a secure advantage.
Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, just pass the same +1 around.
Okay. So I think that I'm trying to probably like take a look. I think this is probably stealth, right? Like we're trying to hide.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. You're securing advantage with your natural inclination for shadows. So.
Okay. So I will roll with shadows. Strong hit.
Nice. Good job, Sneaky.
So, is this preparing to act?
I think, this is, we get a bonus on our next action, which is like infiltrate the boat, right?
So is that like, that would be take control, make another move and add +1?
I think so. Yeah, okay. Definitely.
So time passes, but the next move would be like the boat. You can see like there's probably like a little bit of mist off of the river and you can see the boat like moving down. We're like, yeah, that's the one.
Right.
That's the ship.
The sun sets and the ship arrives. And then, so why don't they unload the ship right away?
I think that there's like, there's probably like some reason why they have to like, because right. maybe what it is like you swim out like while it's like still coming in, or like maybe what it is like the wares, because they're like not staying here, they have to like, do we delay whoever was supposed to come and take the medicine in some way, or like because you got a strong hit on like the plan on gathering information. So like you discover something helpful and specific. So the helpful and specific thing was like you can get into the boat.
I think that, yeah, like Chad had some good ideas. I like the idea that maybe there is a special like ritual that we need to wait to be performed. So like the boat shows up and no one, the thing is I kind of want everyone to leave the boat so we don't have anyone to sneak. So I think probably there is like an ancient thing that when a boat arrives, when a ship arrives, like we did from the old world, there is like a cleansing that has to happen. And so it's delayed while they wait for, we have a window while we wait for the healer to come and to be like, yes, this boat is safe. I have smudged it. Right. Like there's a ritual that they perform and that
while that's happening, we're going to,
while we're waiting for that to happen, we're going to go and sneak onto the boat. I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Totally. Okay. So we both benefit from this +1 to the next move, right? Because a lot of the moves are like when you secure an advantage, you both get the benefit to the next thing.
I'm not sure how it works in co-op.
Because you secured an advantage for both
make
of
another
us.
move now, not a progress move, and add +1.
Yeah, my assumption is that in this case, we both get a +1, I think.
I'm looking.
Yeah, I +1.
And secure an advantage gives you an opportunity. It doesn't say anything about co-op.
Yeah. There was like a general thing that said like, yeah, that you'd gain benefits from each other making moves. I think it makes sense because you found this place for us. Let's just go with that.
Okay.
So we'll both get a +1 to whatever. So how are we gonna do this? I'm gonna swim and you're gonna try to sneak on the boat from up top? Is that the plan?